Module 2 involves formatting worksheets. So you're going to learn how to format numbers, adjust the fonts and the font sizes, change the font styles, which are like bold, italics, underline, that kind of thing, adjust the alignment, and then also how to adjust your column widths, how to insert and delete rows or columns, how to add borders and colors to your workbook, and how to add a documentation page. You'll also learn conditional formatting, which basically will apply formatting if it meets a certain condition, such as, sales greater than 1 million or something like that. You'll learn how to move worksheets within a workbook and how to rename the worksheets. And then finally, you're going to learn how to check the spelling. So a lot dealing with formatting and making your worksheet and workbook look more attractive. So you are going to start with the textbook chapter. And don't forget to download the module files that go with that. If it is helpful for you to watch the PowerPoint that the publisher created, by all means, download that and watch that as well. Once you finish that chapter, there is nothing that you have to submit. So you're going to move on to the training exercises. And the training and the testing exercises are identical. With the training exercises, you have an unlimited number of times to go in and complete them and submit. It does not let you move from one task to the next until you get the task correct. So the only way you aren't going to get all the points is if you don't complete the whole thing. For testing, the testing exercises, because they are identical to the training, you do have a 50-minute time limit. And if you get a task wrong, you can redo that task up to 3 times, and then it just moves on to the next task. If you don't get all the points when you submit, you can go back in 2 additional times to try to get the points. The testing exercises, once you start, you do need to finish. Okay, so it's not like training where you can exit out and you can go back in and it picks up where you left off. Testing is not like that. Okay, so you have 50 minutes and you need to do all of them. The Excel project involves downloading the instructions and a starter file. You follow the instructions, you make the changes, and then you submit the file. It will be scored immediately, so you will know how you did. Make sure you view the report, because at the top of the report, it will tell you, what your score was out of 100. And if you did not get 100 out of 100, then you can fix the problem and resubmit. And you can resubmit up to 10 times. Remember that the points that you see in Cengage are not the same as what you see in Moodle. In Moodle, we're using the percentage. So if you get 100 out of 100, awesome. You will see the full score in Moodle. For example, all of the projects are worth 20 points. So if you get 100 out of 100, you will see 20 points in Moodle. If you get 75 out of 100, then you're going to see 15 points out of 20 in Moodle. If you get 50 out of 100, then you're going to see 10 points out of 20 in Moodle. Okay, so just be aware of that. It's really easy now in Moodle to see the gradebook. All you have to do is go into the dashboard and click on grades. Okay, super easy to see what your scores are. Remember, the quizzes are pulling random questions in. They are open book, open note. No time limit, but you can only do the quiz one time. So what I would do is I would actually have the book chapter open while I was going through the quiz. And if there was something I was not 100% sure on, I would look it up, okay? Because there's no reason for you not to do well on the quizzes. We do have extra credit. All of the extra credit are projects similar to the project that you submit in the activities. Extra credit is worth a maximum of 5 points. Okay, so that's basically what you've got for this week. If you run into problems with the projects, make sure you send me the file you submitted and the report that you received, because then I can look at what you submitted and see what the problem is. If you run into any problems, have questions, please let me know, and have a great week.